flirting. We put a ring on it. Where's the curtains? Ready to eat. They got me saying I'm hungry. Just look at this piece. You were never getting on our level. We go scared. We would never settle. Trophies raised high here. We call it heavy metal. Giving no breaks. Yeah, the feet are on the pedal. Top speed.
Here you go.
All right.
Top speed. Table set before me, so plus the other side can't ignore me. They just wanna join, say Lord you would change up. Maybe you should flip a coin. They got the trophy waiting for me where I'm going. Put that banner up. The skills here are so intact. I travel to the future when I step back. Hang time like the dock and you might be stacked. But to stop what we got, man, you might need Shaq. They think our confidence is arrogance, but that's just fact. Destiny yelling how we look if we don't scream back. We are cream of the crop, the top tier. That's why they beating on the drums, cause the champs in here. Ready to eat. I'm hungry. Oh, just look at this piece. You were never getting on our level. We go scared, we would never settle. Trophies raised high here, we call it heavy metal. Giving no breaks, yeah, feet are on the pedal. Top speed. Up for any challenge you bring. See the results of the last group that challenged the team. Efficiency is high when you challenge the ring. Matter of fact, hold his L and clean. You deserve it. We don't just dominate, we serving. No guesswork here, we certain. You see the wins and start flirting. We put a ring on it. Where's the curtains? Ready to eat. They got me saying I'm hungry. Just look at this piece. You were never getting on our level. We go scared. We would never settle. Trophies raised high here. We call it heavy metal. Giving no breaks. Yeah, the feet are on the pedal. Top speed.
Just tapping in to say I'm tired of making these fucking videos. On Sunday, September 1st, there was a car accident outside of a McDonald's in Southeast DC, and the Metropolitan Police Department, when called about said car accident, decided not to render aid to the person that was in a car accident, but instead they decided to fire multiple rounds into his car. His name is Justin Robinson, and he died on the scene. Now, this debate starts here soon. And I just really have a question for all of the liberals that are about to vote blue no matter who and black girl magic us to death. How many more police killings are we going to allow under Democratic administration? Because Kamala is the current vice president. And Kamala and Joe, the last time I checked, they live in DC. So this literally happened right outside of their doorstep. And nothing has been said. I will say this again, the same week that we watched Sonia Massey get shot in the face after telling an officer that she rebukes him in the name of Jesus. He shot her in the face. We saw that on video. Kamala Harris announced her presidency shortly after that, her candidacy anyway. How many more bodies, how many more names, how many more families have to be ruined by police brutality before y'all actually take that shit seriously and push Kamala Harris on something? As much as I would like to go on and on, I'm going to read the demands of the family. The family demands that MPD release all unredacted footage of this state-sponsored execution. They're also asking that they release all the names of the officers involved in this state-sponsored execution. They're asking that the 911 call that was made prior to this event be released as well. They're asking that all the officers that were involved be fired and prosecuted. And lastly, Justin Robinson was a violence interrupter in DC. He was somebody who went and actively de-escalated situations where people could have died. He was closely connected to his community, and he cared very deeply about gun violence in DC. So the family also asked on Friday at the vigil that there be a ceasefire in DC, that there be a complete and total ceasefire in DC in honor of Justin Robinson. Justice for Justin Robinson. And fuck the police.
What's up, guys? Welcome to the latest edition of the Good Faith Show. I'm your host, Andre Morton, and the Good Faith Show is only on the ATP Network. You can catch the ATP Network on YouTube, Rumble, Twitch, Twitter, and sometimes Instagram. It depends on how long the live streams is, because Instagram only gives you 1 hour, which I probably, most cases, I need more than that. Like if I'm doing a live stream with Thai peasants or something like that, at least 2 hours. But yeah.
I need your help.
For what?
My stop.
Oh, okay. So that was a Feeney. Another black unarmed. Well, it was a car accident. Still unarmed. Black guy got gunned down by the fucking pigs. Justin Robinson. Feeney said a lot of things. We all know Kamala is a cop. What they say, a top cop, and she won't do anything about that. Joe Biden and Kamala don't care about black people, so I mean, I wouldn't expect nothing from them anyway in terms of about the police. Like, hell, Joe Biden always said before, we ain't gonna defund the police, we're gonna fund the police. So that makes us, especially black people, so adamant that we're gonna fund more police to kill us more. That's the Jim Crow Joe in him right there. The guy was in a car accident. He probably was semi-unconscious. I don't know his condition, but and they police just gonna just shoot him, just shooting the cop, just for no reason at all. Like I thought police supposed to provide aid to a certain extent. I know they're not paramedics, but that's what I thought. But apparently, if you're black and you're black, just point the gun at you. I guess, if there was a white person, provide aid and everything. When you watch some of these body cam videos, the interactions are different between a white person and a black person. A white person, they're unloosing their cuffs. Like I seen this one body cam footage. I hate watching. I know YouTube, for some reason, I know why, but pushes out pro cop content when I hate the police. I don't want to see that shit. But curiously, I've heard say, how do we interact with this white woman? She was running from the police. It's a bank fraud or some shit. And she stopped and they treated them with kid gloves. It was 4 white people in the car. All of them got out. No bullets in their heads or nothing like that. Police treated them with kid gloves. The woman that was running, they gonna loosen her cuffs. Cuffs were too tight. They gonna loosen her cuffs. Like, do you think the police? Oh God forbid. You just, you can't hold a coffee pot. You can't rebuke, like Feeney said, you can't rebuke a person in the name of Jesus. Imagine, they gonna probably suffocate your goddamn wrist, because that's how much police hate black people. Like, the police state hates black people. That's the bottom line. A black person, they damn near separate this guy's shoulder. Pull him out the car, traffic stop. Police should not conduct traffic stops, by the way. Like, they shouldn't conduct traffic stops. And police chases are so fucking dangerous. Like, if the person running from you, they're not a threat. Just let them run. Hopefully they run, they won't, hopefully have no accident. But when you running after them, they see you run after them, they do something stupid. Like so many people got injured and killed because of police chases. Police chases need to be abolished along with the police. But anyway, Justin Robinson, he seemed like to me he was an activist. That's probably why they killed him. He was an activist, and they don't want you to be an activist. They always kill people that do things revolutionary, like you can't even protest. You know, I was on Chill Time with Ty Peasant. Right before I'm recording this, and she showed police brutalizing protesters again in Philadelphia, where the debate was yesterday. Just same old thing. Peaceful protesters now, like just like the Black Lives Matter protests, same shit. People protest, have signs, chant. They build like this guy said, False Dykehart. They build a network. Building networking. You building solidarity, you building a community, and the same force that trains with the IDF, just drag you around, throw you to the ground, brutalize you. So yeah, justice for Justin Robinson. That is just so unfortunate. To me, even talking about this, this stuff just happens every day. It's so many that we don't know about. That one because Afeni lives in DC. One happened in Louisiana the other week here. Just it happens every day, and a lot of some people literally say that criminal justice system work. Derek Chauvin got prosecuted. Yeah, they just made an example out of him to come down to masses, because again, if they didn't do that, it'll be fucking Armageddon. It'll be revolutionary type Armageddon. So yeah, they do things. They throw bones at the masses from time to time, to control it. See, the protest is brewing. Like all the protests, the pro-Palestine protests, it's brewing. I'm gonna say this. It's gonna get a point in time where we're gonna have to form our own militias, man. We're gonna have to for the revolutionary work. Rome, listen to Rome's Rebellion, RBN. He talks about militias. Gonna have to form a militia. So left, we got to stop infighting and let's get some shit done. Let's get the ball rolling. So yeah, that's all I got to say about that. Shameless plugs. Follow the ATP Network on Twitter. The handle right there at ATP Network 207, and subscribe to my podcast, Real Recognize Real, available on all major platforms. And donate to the CEO of the ATP Network, Ty Peasant. She needs us more now than ever. Ty Peasant, a real one. She really don't like the bug people for mutual aid. She pins it on when she need it. She pins it on the tweet. She pins it on her account, on the top of her account. And yeah, she, when I make mutual aid requests for Ty Peasant, she don't ask me. I do it out of my heart, and and I, I give it, and and I push it. We all community, y'all. I know some of y'all might not like me. I might not like you, for some reasons, But at the end of the day, man, we gotta be there for each other, and also to like the video. If you're watching this on YouTube and Rumble, especially, because Twitter should be a video platform at this point, but Elon is such a fucking dumbass. It could be competition, but I should be getting this motherfucking advice. Hell, this motherfucker suppressing the hell out of me. But if you're on YouTube and Rumble and Twitch, like the video. When y'all like the video, I notice I get more views. So yeah, y'all. Done with me rambling here. About to get to the first topic, which should be very interesting. Okay, guys. Now I usually don't do Twitter Chronicles, because I don't like stealing other people's ideas. That's actually Ty's Peasant thing, You know, we all have different styles. You know, it ain't good to like just it ain't wrong to might do the ideal once every while, but I try to always respect people's ideas because it's originally their idea. What we got here is a tweet. This is from Nick Cruz, RBN, Socialist MMA. I'm pretty sure most of you guys follow him. Base guy. He wrote this. He says, well, now first I'm going to read this guy in South Carolina. He's running for Congress in the Democratic Party. No, independent. I think he's independent. Independent. My bad. MARCEL for Congress. He said, Nick seems to think that elite. Hold on, let me see. Click on it, make it bigger. No, hold on. Damn. Nick seems to think that illegal immigrants are Black Americans, freedmen's friends, even though history shows that many are not. And if you are against illegal immigration, then you stop tap dancing for white people, and want to win over bigots. I shoot all that down in the video below. See for yourself. But I'm gonna get to it. Nick from RBN says these people really think that if we tap dance for white people and fillmonger over immigrants, that white people will reward us with reparations. Oh man, I got a lot to say in this video. It's 7 minutes long, so get your popcorn ready. Yeah, I'm gonna make it bigger here. Okay, guys. I had to re-record this part of the video because apparently I'm using Chrome to use StreamYard because it seems like Chrome and StreamYard works better together than Edge. And second of all, there was no sound on the video you see on your screen here. So yeah, I had to re-record it, and yeah, I'm supposed to be good at this shit. Like, I'm the producer of the network, and I'm fucking up already. So maybe it was my birthday yesterday, and then I kind of felt kind of weird too. So excuse me for the excuse me for the inconvenience, But anyway, here's this video. This Sabby had a black panel, I think a week and a half ago. And they were talking about immigration, and MARCEL and Nick, this a 7-minute clip between those two, going back and forth. MARCEL, it's like one of those type of Black folks, to blame immigrants, coming over here and being racist and hostile towards Black people. And Nick's point is, Black folks ain't looking at the sanctions, and also Black folks are tap dancing for the white man to get reparations. Like, white man don't want to give you reparations to begin with, so why the fuck are you tap dancing Black folks that are anti-immigrant? Like, and also too, I'm not going to show that video. Watch it for yourself. It's on Savvy Sav's channel. Savvy asks, why is Trump gaining the Black vote? It was 7% in 2020. Now it's up to 19%. And most of the panel, it's half and half. Most of the panel believes that, unfortunately, that it's the immigration thing. Black folks see that they think immigrants coming over here getting preferential treatment when that's not the case. But okay, I'm not gonna argue with these people online over that. Even some of my guys in the LDBC believes that shit, which is crazy. Like, my opinion about the 19% is that people's lives are worse under Biden than it was under Trump. Of course, it's probably better under Obama than Trump. It always goes down because when the politicians work for the corporations, over time the corporations get more and more fuck over the working class more and more. So enough of me blabbering. I'm gonna get to this clip. It's 7 minutes long. 7.5 minutes long. Very interesting. I'm gonna pause it and give my thoughts on it in between.
Nick, I think you wanted to chime in real quick, and then I'll go back to you, MARCEL, and then I'll bring in PEZ as well, because it's
I was for one, I don't think advocating for ending U.S. sanctions is like pie in the sky. It's something that can be easily done. It's something that our ruling class refused to do. The reason why we're asking about asylum why do you guys think? Do you guys think it's a coincidence that Venezuela, Cuba, Haiti, the countries that the United States sanction and destroy, there are highest percentage of migrants, is directly tied to United States foreign policy. And if you're not talking about ending sanctions and U.S. imperialism, you're not serious about the issue. The only thing you're advocating for.
Yes, yes. Nick is 100% right on this. It's black folks just don't. Black folks are well. Well, I wouldn't say ignorant. I think that's a little bit overreaching. And then people's feelings. In this society, they feelings. So I say just misinformed, micro analyzing everything. Black folks is not looking at the big picture. It's the U.S. sanctions and imperialism. It's the reason why the migrants are coming over here in droves because, if you're over, a lot of these people want to stay in their fucking country. It's some shit. When you can't get your resources, then how in the fuck, are you going to, survive? So you desperate. You desperate. You form caravans. You hear that in the United States you can make a better living for yourself. Like they hear that rhetoric too, which is not fucking true. Most of them come over here, work, and they don't get nothing. Like their tax dollars don't go back to them, and they obviously getting paid low wages, just like the working class. So, black folks just don't understand. Like most of them saying, like black people, man. That's why you need to do your research. I have buddies of mine on YouTube that think the same way like Marcel does. Like, it's the immigrants' fault. Immigrants coming over here, they showing racist hostility towards us and all that shit. But I'm like, I know I'm getting going into deep into it, but I'm like, dude, wow, cause some immigrants show racism towards black people. A couple of immigrants have a say for all of them. Like, come on, man.
Just spend billions and billions and billions on immigration enforcement. And also another, what I'm hearing from a few people on this panel, which I don't understand, is you guys are advocating for the scarcity myth. You guys know what the scarcity myth is? You guys are implying that by spending money on immigrants, we won't have enough money on black people, promoting this false idea of scarcity, despite the fact that trillions go.
Yeah, the scarcity myth. I just not heard of that. That's why I loved listening to Nick talk, because Nick educates me. The scarcity myth. Yeah, that's why it's called a myth. They believe that that's why black folks, some black people, I'm be fair, some black people think like that. They're thinking if we get the migrants out, or close all the borders up, then we can then hopefully they could we could get reparations out of the deal. It don't work like that, buddy. A lot of these migrants working for these corporations illegally, they come over illegally, and if they get injured, they send them right back to Guatemala and whatever they come from. Like it don't work like that, buddy. The scarcity myth is bullshit. It's fucking bullshit.
The corporate bailouts, that trillions go to war. So since you guys are ignoring that, you are doing white people's bidding. And to be honest, it sounds like you guys are tap dancing for white people, because instead of calling out the giant budget spent on military, police, and the amount of money we spend on other stuff like corporate bailouts, you guys are focusing on scarcity and pretending.
See, I think this immigrant situation is just a distraction from the stuff Nick just said. That's why, especially the Republican Party pushes out so much, because everything, people typically gets distracted a lot, right? And with the scarcity myth, and then black folks are just looking at the immigrants instead of looking at the government. Like they funding the police more, like Nick said. They yeah, funding more wars, but they're not looking at that. They're looking at the immigrants. So yeah.
That white people are pouring all the resources into immigrant communities, which is absolutely not happening. The same money that we are demanding for reparations, the same money we are demanding for our community for healthcare, is the money that they have. So the idea that we're going to look at other communities who get in a very small piece of the pie.
Yeah, and I watch these videos on YouTube with these black creators, man. They saying that immigrants getting food vouchers and they getting housing, and this guy in California, his name Tom Business, he's saying that they giving him $150,000 or something like that. Town. I mean, he lives in California, by the way. I'm like, dude, what house are you gonna buy for $150,000 in California? Like, dude, you like you guys, man, y'all, that's just so stressful to explain to them that you guys are utilizing a scarcity myth as a distraction from the other problems that we face in this country. You see what I'm saying? Oh my goodness.
It sounds like you guys are begging for scraps, and it's embarrassing, demonizing immigrants and pretending that, if we join white America and there's all the immigrants, they will then give the resources that they were given to immigrants. That is ridiculous. And it seems like there's not a real serious path to actually getting reparations. You guys are looking for a shortcut.
I 100% believe this. And I'll tell you why. I 100% believe this. Because, if they thinking is, hey, some of them vote for Trump. They're 19%. You know what? To a certain point, I could kind of see immigration is the reason why. Yeah, that's what they think. You think Donald Trump? You think because, Donald Trump is hawkish on the border, but Kamala's hawkish on the border too. But they won't talk about that. You think Trump gonna give you reparation, black folk? Shit, man. Kamala ain't definitely gonna give you reparation. Trump ain't. Doing the work for the white man just to get a crumb and reparations is not serious.
Shortcut, you hoping to win the opinion of bigots instead of putting through revolutionary struggle and changing the system. Because I'm sorry to break it to you guys, you're not getting it through the systems in place right now. We have to bring the system to its knees. We have to end the spending
Black people, listen to me real good. If you want real change in this country, you're going to have to burn the system down. Like arguing over immigrants coming over here, thinking that they're getting preferential treatment is not enough. I mean, not enough, but it's not the solution. Immigrants is not the fucking problem. The problem is if the corporate oligarchs that run this country. Politicians don't run this country. Joe Biden, Kamala Harris, or Trump is not going to run this country. It's the corporations, dude, them guys. So, yeah, I'm going to continue.
Money that's sent to U.S. imperialism, we got in the money sent to cop cities, we got in the corporate bailouts, we got in the corporate subsidies. All that pales in comparison to fighting for scraps. Because white people love to see black people and brown people fight for scraps, and that's exactly what you guys are doing. That's my perspective. I would love to hear pushback. That's my perspective.
Can I throw this in there real quick too? Real quick. I'm giving right to you. And cheap labor. If you don't focus on that, the corporations want this cheap labor, and they're not trying to pay you more. They want this cheap labor, and so they're going to keep avenues in. They can stop immigration overnight if they really wanted to. That's all I'll say.
So
wait a minute. You said stopping immigration. Immigration never stopped. I'm pretty sure he knows this. I watched the whole panel. I'm pretty sure this guy, I'm pretty sure he's educated, but that's a problem. Immigrants, he's right to a certain extent. Yeah, corporations do want cheap labor. Yeah, that's why both parties have been. They talk about being hawkish on the border, but I'm for open borders. I'm just gonna tell you that. I believe you should have the right to go anywhere the fuck you want. I love every race, nationality, man. I don't have no hate in my heart. But um, you know, yeah, yeah, they had immigration bill that was very hawkish on the border, but obviously due to somebody running for president, and and they was afraid it was gonna benefit the other party, they didn't do it, which shows me they're not serious on the board anyway. These politicians know that these corporations want these people. To a certain extent, um, maybe these corporations tell these city officials to take these immigrants in, you know, to get them in and to work for them, for cheap labor. Maybe you thought about that, but again, still not right for black folks to just blame immigrants for everything. It's your government. It's the sanctions. Once the sanctions stop, once we leave these fucking countries alone and have real trade agreements, then
Okay, we'll go to Marcel and then Be Easy.
So I'm going to quote Afeni to Nick and to Afeni. You don't know me. I talk about the trillions they spend, the corporate bailouts, reparations for other groups who get reparations from this system perfectly fine all the time. Two, I'm so sick of y'all making it seem like white supremacy and immigration are two separate systems. Do your research on America. White supremacy, as y'all keep saying, has been supported via immigration. Do you know the history of mass immigration? It was always to squelch or to oppress the Black American population. A lot of these immigrants you're caping for.
That's a lie, Marcel. Okay, I disagree. I wouldn't say that's a lie. I disagree because, you saying that, so basically, you saying that immigration is a purpose to keep black folks down. Is that what you're saying? If I'm getting it wrong, guys, let me know. It's re-recorded. Yeah, I'm gonna let it play. Yeah.
They come over here and become the biggest white supremacists. You want to see proof? Let me give you some. In California.
So all the immigrants, Marcel, come over here. All of them are white supremacists. Okay. So that gives us a fucking excuse to lope them off. So wait. If the United States cared about these immigrants, then why are they basically destroying their countries with sanctions? How you ever thought about that, Marcel? Like that don't make any sense. So wait, United States. So basically, let me get this straight. Maybe I'm not the smart guy in the world. I just try to just get this straight. So United States just fucking up their country, which make them desperate, just to pile on the white supremacy to us.
Bigger than the planet.
Okay, well,
I live in Missouri. That's
I
ridiculous.
didn't interrupt anyone, but okay.
I'm sorry.
California, the largest civil lawsuit in California history, just happened a couple years ago, were Black American employees suing these white Hispanics on their job. You want to talk about white supremacy? We can look throughout America in areas where the Black population has declined because they're moving back south. You have these Hispanic Latino gangs who are targeting the Black residents there. You want to talk about white supremacy? And immigration has historically buffered it. Look at some of these Asian American organizations that go after the affirmative action, which needed to go because it wasn't helping us no way, but they think it's helping us. And that's the whole reason for going after it. Even though affirmative action mainly benefits white women, they can't keep us out their mouth. That's first of all. Marcus, we'll push back on you. We're not enough of the electorate. Excuse me. Asian Americans are a smaller number, get way more than us. Native Americans.
Yeah, because Marcel, they get concessions for their vote. Latino populations do too. They get Muslims do too. you know, they get concessions for their vote. Even though, yeah, they are small percentage of the country, black folks is too. 30%, but Marcel, maybe instead of being mad at the immigrants for getting concessions, maybe how about convincing black folks to get concessions for the vote? 81% support Kamala. Well, 70% support Kamala. That 70% should get concessions. I always tell my mama and auntie, y'all vote Democratic for years, no matter who the fuck it is. They don't promise you nothing, but you just vote for them willingly. Like, you ain't gonna ask for concessions. Maybe make Social Security better. Maybe make Medicare better. Maybe shit, hell, whatever older people need. But no, listen at this. He suck. You know, some people in the comment section on YouTube say, I suck at this. Well, okay. Well, if I suck, then why the fuck are you watching? And why I'm getting the views? I ain't the worst motherfucker out on YouTube.
Very small number. Native Americans are a very small number and just got a historic number of
concessions, Marcel. Don't you see concessions? You get concessions for your vote. That's why you vote. Black folks have been embedded with the Democratic Party since the 60s. And ever since then, you know, no concessions since then. What concessions black folk had for? All black folk been getting for the Democratic Party was the fucking crime bill, the bankruptcy bill, the mortgage crisis, which we had a black president, in which he didn't, you know, he did bail out the fucking the black folks who on the verge of losing their homes. He bailed out GM and the big banks. So miss me with this bullshit, dude.
Amount of funding from the Biden administration. Black Americans are undercounted. In 2010,
yeah, we undercounted because Democrats think they automatically got our fucking vote. You know, that's why.
they said they undercounted us, the census, by 700,000. Turnout, it was 4 million was the undercount. In 2020, they say it's even more, but they haven't counted. So please do not do the psychological warfare against us, trying to make saying we're so small and insignificant. Because if that was the case, they wouldn't stare in our damn face doing fish fries and hit the...
My bad, guys. Black folks are 13% of the population. We 13%. But I'm just saying, like, the undercount, Marcel, is, you know, black people don't do the census. Maybe we should do the census. Shout out to Two Raw for TV say that people don't do the census, so of course we're gonna be undercounted. I'm pretty sure everybody undercounted. Probably there's millions more people in this country we don't know about.
Corn. Okay. Number four, scarcity. Nick, is not about scarcity. It's about self-interest. Y'all can call it selfishness all you want. I don't.
It is selfishness. Caring, not caring about anybody else. So you don't care about the migrants, countries getting fucked over by you. So you don't care about that. You just care about yourself or your particular race. We should care about everybody, man. You know, it just I don't like this. I don't hate Marcel, y'all. Don't get me wrong. I'm not slandering him. I just disagree with what he's saying. Okay, I don't do that. I'm not drama. I'm not the Vanguard.
I don't care. I embrace it. It's about self-interest. Do y'all not know the history of immigration? Do you not know that when the Irish and Italians came over, the first thing they did to assimilate was to attack people who look like your black asses? Do you not know that? Do you not know that even with immigrants who look...
Wow, Italians came over here. Italians came over to America just to attack us. Wow, a few racist Italians. Wow. Oh, a few. Wow, that's like saying a few white folks makes all white folks racist. That don't make any motherfucking sense. Come on, man.
Look like us, y'all think black and brown. I don't know who these brown people are, but do you not know that some of them are running for office right now on platforms that hurt us? Going back to California, the biggest opponents of our reparations were Hispanic people who were saying that they're immigrants, so they shouldn't have to be responsible for paying. Byron Donalds is, like you, Afeni, has Jamaican and Panamanian heritage as well. And he was against it because he said, well, I'm an immigrant, so I shouldn't have to pay for it. So y'all are sitting there caping for groups that don't give a damn about
It's not about caping, man.
They don't.
I'm not caping. Nobody's perfect, Marcel. What Nick and Pablo Afeni are saying is that it's more reasons you blaming the wrong people. Basically, you see, like, to me, you capping for the U.S. You capping for white supremacy yourself by saying that immigrants shouldn't be allowed to come over here because immigrants are getting preferential treatment. That's what they say. Nobody's capping for anybody. Nobody's perfect. Oh man, and also too, calling the immigrants rapists and eating dogs too. Yeah, that doesn't. People don't do their own research, so when people hear that, typically to believe it. Which propaganda is scary. It is. But again, like, you know, that's why I'm here. That's why Nick and Afeni are here. Like, Savvy here. We here to spread truth to power. Because a lot of people getting fucking lied to. And we trying to tell them the truth and hopefully form some kind of solution.
Don't give a damn about you. So Nick,
you're making that up, man. You're making it up. It's nothing about caping. It's about strategy.
You know what? I don't know why people think that because to love somebody, you gotta get the love right back to you. I use a good example. Like a homeless person I see on the street. They don't know me from a can of fucking paint. I have love in my heart. I don't know how they feel. I can't judge their feelings, but you know, if I give them some money or some food or something, I do it because I show love to them because the government has failed them, right? So, you know, that's like me saying, yeah, everybody saying, man, you gotta show me love back. You gotta show me love back before I give you this money. That's basically what some of you black folks are saying about immigrants. You know, the immigrants were racist to us. They racist and they don't love us, and you know, and then the government care about them. They don't care about us. So fuck them, and you know, government, please give us reparations. Please give us something in return for us tap dancing for the white man. Oh Lord. Oh my God. It's a motherfucking shame. Almost done, y'all.
This now, Savvy.
It had nothing to do with caping, brother.
I'm gonna end it, Savvy. 5 seconds. You're talking about building coalition. Excuse me. The most important coalition we have ever needed is as Black Americans, the freedmen.
How's that going? How's that going, Marcel?
Excuse me. I'll let you know how it's going.
Let's go.
Yeah, can I ask this question? I'll let you know how it's going. We got through slavery on our own. We got through the civil rights movement on our own. And
that's a lie. Now that's a lie. We did not get through slavery on our own. We sure did get to the civil rights on our own. It took allies to get through slavery. Abraham Lincoln realized in his heart that, you know, these are people too. So we treat them, you know, like chattel slavery. So chattel slavery is wrong. Yeah, civil rights. It took a racist, Marcel. Lyndon B. Johnson was a racist to pass the Civil Rights Act of '65 and the Voting Rights Act and did other programs, low tier social safety net program, but he did stuff, you know. You know, so I'm saying, motherfucker, you ain't gotta love me, you know. If you help me, you know, the person you ain't gotta love me. If I love you, I love you. I love everybody. I'm gonna help you out the best way I can. You know, I don't give to get. That's what I'm saying. Marcel thing is that nobody cares about black folk. Black folk, we do everything on our own. That's not true. It's not true.
We don't get reparations on our own.
Not true.
Get your popcorn and enjoy the show.
I have no idea what you're talking about. Almost.
Let's go.
Yeah, so yeah, y'all. Oh man. We have no allies. This is according to Marcelo's reasoning. We have no allies. Immigrants had instances of white supremacy towards us. I guess a couple of people do, so that means the whole entire race of people have it towards us. You know, the Italians, the Latino gangs, the Asian community. Marcelo, the reason why Asians and Jews get concessions for their vote because they do something that black people don't do. They I mean, yeah, they get concessions for their vote. The reason why is because, you know, they have way more logical sense. See, most of black people been beholden to the Democrats since the Civil Rights era. And you know, they just went on to get along. You know, Democrats always lie to them, tell them why things didn't get done. It's a sentiment parliamentarian, or it's shit. What else? It's the rotating hero, rotating villain. Maybe it's a Joe Lieberman or Kirsten Sinema or Joe Manchin. It's always something, you know. But in really all actuality, Democrats don't want to do shit for us. If they really wanted to do something for us, they would codify Roe v. Wade. That would have helped black women out a lot. They would have reparations. Democrats, could have got reparations for us. Reparations for for black people. The ADLS. I mean, like, come on, man, Marcel. Oh my goodness, I need to watch that whole video. Sabby had a panel, I think last week. Yeah. To all the black people that's gonna watch this, let me say this. Because you see somebody like me, or Nick, or Feeney, Sabby, because you see us going down, having solidarity with other races of people, don't mean we caping. We have heart. You know what I'm saying? We have heart, true heart, and we obviously care about black people too. Marcel, man, come on, man. I kind of liked you, man. I heard your Savvy show. I mean, I still like you. You know, I did just disagree with you. I don't hate you, man. I don't hate you at all. You ain't gonna watch this, but you don't even know me. But I don't hate you, man. But that's just disappointing coming from you, man. That's just disappointing. And you wrong by Nick and Afidi. They're not caping for nothing. So that's that. Okay, guys. The second story I want to cover is from More Perfect Union. Shout out to them again. Alabama is generating billions from, people that just come out of prison. This story is pretty fucked up. As a guy that don't live too far from Alabama, I'm about a state away from Alabama. This just shows you how the system works. They want to keep you enslaved, basically. They want to keep you enslaved. Like, even if you get out of prison, your life is basically fucked unless you get a lucky break for somebody. You're basically on the will of somebody, because you can't even get an apartment because you're ex-con in some instances. Like, that's just fucking insane, and also prisons don't even rehabilitate people. They shit just go on in there. You obviously know what go on in prisons, and it's fucking sad. So anyway, I'm gonna play this video. I'm gonna interrupt it, but if you want to watch it yourself, go to More Perfect Union on YouTube or Twitter. It's on Twitter too as well. Follow them on Twitter. And it says Alabama is generating billions by keeping people in prison, basically. Here we go.
A lot of people are calling it modern slavery. Does that feel
I
right?
was just about to say, that's slavery. That's slavery. You took away the whips, but you put the paperwork. Took away the masters and you put them in uniform. Same difference. Same.
Yeah. Same with, even if you haven't been in You have been incarcerated. Same thing here. You go to work. They tell you when to come to work. They tell you when to put a uniform on. Tell you what uniform to wear. Fortunately, my job, because of what I do, I don't gotta wear a FedEx uniform because I'm in the warehouse, so you ain't gotta wear a uniform. But still, you gotta wear a uniform. You gotta act a certain way. In terms, some jobs is where they want you to be serious all the time. Like you can't even socialize. Like literally, some jobs you can't even socialize with your own friends. You say you make friends at your job, or you just like you talkative. You like talking to people. Like they just tell you what to do, and then you get your wages. Sometimes they ain't enough to cover nothing, or you barely getting by, living paycheck to paycheck. So yeah, like this woman said right here, yeah, it's just modern slavery. It took away the whips with paperwork.
Difference.
It kind of appears that there is a coordinated system in order to protect the labor that's created by the prison system.
Walk into a McDonald's in Alabama, and the worker flipping your McDouble could be an incarcerated person.
It's a sad situation, a way they.
So you already incarcerated, and you working at a corporation. I mean, the prison industrial complex is already a corporation in itself. That's why it's called, prison industrial complex. But you working for another corporation, so I'm gonna let it continue. It's fucking ridiculous.
Getting rich off us.
The Alabama Department of Corrections farms out incarcerated people to work at hundreds of private companies and government agencies across the state.
McDonald's, Burger King, Golden Corral, Wendy's. They got a Wendy's contract right now. State Trooper's office.
So wait. Oh, so basically the corporation in the state of Alabama got a contract where you're incarcerated and you're basically working for free at a corporation. So the corporations ain't got to hire people that are not incarcerated to save money. Boy, this system is so fucking evil. It's just you run out of words. Oh my goodness. I seen this before. To clarify, I seen it before on Chill Time with Ty Pezza. She talked about this. Her the publicist shared a tweet. He subtweeted this video on Twitter, and she talked about it. But I just wanted to get my own thoughts about it. So, oh boy.
They'll send everybody everywhere.
They'll send you everywhere. Yes, the parole office.
And even though ADOC trusts these incarcerated people to leave prison every day and work alongside the general public, many of them are still denied the chance at real freedom.
I work for y'all.
They want to keep you enslaved. They want to keep you enslaved. They don't want you to they don't want you to be free. No, the corporations. No, we want to work, basically working, they want you to keep working in the chain slavery, basically what that is. Yeah.
But when I come up for parole, you deny me. Why would you deny me? Because you're getting free service.
This is a story about corporations and the state of Alabama exploiting prison labor and the coercive policies they use to keep its citizens trapped in servitude.
It doesn't work. It's a terrible system.
If you're wondering how any of this is even legal, well, it might not.
And I wouldn't be surprised if the state of Alabama said, well, if you you leave prison, you work at McDonald's, and they'll increase your chances of parole. Then when your parole hearing comes up, you gotta continue to stay in the prison system longer and continue to make the state money because we ain't giving you shit.
That's what we went to Alabama to figure out. So yeah, could you just describe how long you worked here? And
I was here 18 months. I ran their kitchen by myself from 8 to 5 every Thursday, Tuesday through Thursday.
Wow, that sounds like hard work.
It was.
Elizabeth Thomas was in the Alabama Work Release Program for 5 of her 15 years in prison. So they had a combination of incarcerated people and free world people.
Yes.
Did you feel like there was a difference how they treated?
Oh, most definitely. We work longer hours.
Make the work release work over, work extra days, don't want to give you off days. Like, no, I got to eat my health. I have to get rest. You know what I'm saying? I'm not.
See? And then if you don't comply, just give them more of an excuse to keep you in the prison longer. Oh, man.
Machine. But that's how they look at you, like.
This is Quincy Sanders. During his nearly 17 years in prison, he worked at several restaurants, a lumber yard, and McDonald's.
Like, working a real job and trying to stay being incarcerated is a very hard experience. You have to be mind strong, really.
Alabama has one of the most overcrowded and deadly prison systems in the United States. Even the Justice Department found conditions there to be unconstitutional. In 2023,
Yeah, and they said, when you go to prison, you get rehabilitated. You become out a better person. Well, when you have, according to that, unconstitutional conditions, your brain, no. Overseas, they actually rehabilitate. They incarcerated. They actually treat them better. Over here, you just thrown in a cage for, well, most of the time you're thrown in a cage and you didn't even do the crime. So, and the motherfuckers that do the crime, the motherfuckers that wear the suits, the reason why people don't see them as criminals because they wear suits. Because people look at people in suits like they're professional, they're ethical. And actually, most of the motherfuckers on Wall Street are fucking criminals. They never get incarcerated. System is fucked up. You should know that.
almost a person a day died in Alabama prisons, which is almost 5 times the national average.
Or they might get beat to death. People beating folks with sticks. They breaking broomsticks, making little billy clubs. People in there.
Yeah, rehabilitate. That's beating each other side of the head with a stick and clubs. Yeah, that's rehabilitating them. That's what we doing. No.
Stabbing each other.
That's abuse.
People in there doing drugs. People in there almost about to die. They're not giving you no nursing assistance. The nurse probably get there. You probably be dead.
But ADOC offers people in prison with nonviolent misdemeanor convictions a potentially life-saving deal. If they join the work release program, they get to live in special facilities.
See how they do it. See, they draw you in. You join the program. We'll help you out. You improve your living conditions a little bit. It's probably still bad, but
that are generally much less dangerous than regular prisons. They spend their days working in the free world without prison supervision.
Oh yeah. You get to work in the free world. You get to work at McDonald's with other people that are free and oppressed, just like you, but you in a cage and they're making poverty wages. Yeah.
And they can earn 72-hour passes to visit their families at home.
If you go out here and you do the right thing, you get to elevate, you get to grow, you get out of this facility. But what you didn't tell me is that you finna get all my money. That's what they.
Yep, right there. Yep. Don't even get no money. Work like a dog. No rest. Get treated like shit. No rest. Work hard. We're hard-working people. I know. These 2 people. But you don't get paid. Oh my God.
They didn't tell you.
The state takes a 40% cut of every incarcerated worker's wages off the top.
40% is a lot of fucking money, people. 40%. They already ain't getting paid nothing. Wow.
Top before taxes, plus an additional $5
Yeah, forget about taxes.
a day for van rides to and from work, $15 a month for laundry, and then any restitution and court fees.
If you're
So they basically getting $0. Basically, when you add all that shit up, 40% cut. The state get 40%. Then You got restitution, court fees, attorney fees. You got to pay for laundry costs, I guess, to wash your uniforms or whatever. And then you got to pay to get a ride to and from the facility to the restaurant, to the court. Fuck this system.
Check is 636. You might see two something out of that. And that,
You can't live off of $200. Oh my God.
that's every 2 weeks. And you don't.
So this guy, he already making shit, 636, then 200, you ain't even getting $1,000 a month. Wow. You can't make it. Well, he in a facility, but he ain't able to like, if he get out of prison, he ain't able to start nothing for himself because he. Oh wow.
You don't work 80 hours and only seen $200.
Oh my God.
Like it makes you lose motivation because money.
You know, I just thought about something. They do that it was intentional intent. Yeah, you lose motivation, you may act out, and we'll just tack on more years to your sentence. That's what it is. That's what it is. Yeah, that's what I believe.
Motivate people, especially working, so it kind of makes you lose motivation.
One estimate calculated that the state of Alabama enjoys a benefit of more than $450 million a year off of prison labor.
And
it's a fucking business. It's a business. I mean, that's why they do what they do. It's a business. It's a business. The state, and God who knows, trickling from that, corrupt ass politicians. So yeah, it's a business. KIV probably digging their hands in it and whatever, other motherfucking positions of power. Jason basically just making money off of fucking already oppressed people. It's insane.
it's slavery all the way around the board, just slavery.
And unlike free world workers, incarcerated workers can't just get a shift covered or quit.
ADOC has a list of rules that all incarcerated people are expected to abide by. Rules like don't have contraband, be in your bunk at the required time, and rules like don't refuse to work. That's a rule on the book.
But what if they are sick? Like COVID. COVID's still out there, people. COVID's still out there jumping on people. Like what if they got COVID? A bad bout of COVID too. What they just spread it around? No PPE. I know they don't give no motherfucking PPE because COVID over. Let's move on from society. Let's move on. Let's talk about COVID. I could, yeah. I ain't getting that, but I'm just saying, like, you're sick or maybe somebody in your family died. You still got to work. If you don't, we'll punish you. Welcome to America, people.
Books.
CJ Sandley is one of the attorneys behind a recent lawsuit filed against ADOC.
The range of punishments folks can face if they get written up for refusing to work include solitary confinement, losing access to phones, tablets, visitation, access to their families and loved ones for like 30 days, 60 days.
So basically, if you're sick, you can't work, they'll punish you. So basically, they just isolate you for society, which in prison you're already isolated for society, but even more solitary confinement. Oh my God, boy.
Being required to do more work inside the prison walls for free, under threat of punishment.
More labor.
I
More
want to
labor.
talk
Why
to my
not?
family. I want to be a part of my family, and you're telling me that if I don't go and do what you want me to do at these jobs, work as hard as they want me to do, if they need me 7 days, you want me to go there 7 days. If they need me 80 hours, you want me to work 80 hours. If they want me to turn around and come back and do a double, you want me to get up and you want me to be available to do all this. But if I decide I'm tired, Lord forbid if we got sick.
I talked to
Yeah. Oh yeah. So basically, if you get real sick, you fucked. Basically.
Reginald Burrell, who was injured when an entertainment center fell on his head at the private furniture manufacturing company where he worked through ADOC. When he spoke up about it, he was fired.
And, I confronted the JPO about it, and they shipped me to Childersburg with extra duty, taking away my privileges, and I ended up in a landfill. I just got assaulted and mistreated at this job, and now I'm ended in a landfill working for free for a multi-million-dollar company.
One of the most valuable things in the system is whatever I can do to get out early. If a work stoppage to protect myself from being abused and to speak up for myself could subject me to sanctions, I don't have to say it, but you're going to follow whatever order you're given.
Chris England is a state representative in Alabama.
Yep, slavery in 2024. Hell, they ain't even abolished slavery in 13 minutes. It didn't abolish slavery. Oh my God. Play a little bit more of this. Really, I don't want to I want to stop trying to play the whole thing because, these people, both Perfect Union, they put so much work, time, and effort into it. I want to talk about it, but I want you guys to watch it for yourself. I put it out there for you to know about it, and you watch it all of it yourself. So a little bit more of it, and then I'll stop here.
Alabama. He's leading the fight to reform the state's prison system.
It is a completely broken system. The folks in charge, the parole board, they don't use guidelines. There is no methodology applied to it.
Alabama has some of the lowest parole grant rates in the country.
And more than 90% of the time, hearing this answer.
Denied, 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 be denied. Parole will be denied.
If the parole board followed its own guidelines.
Yeah, you're getting $450 billion out of these workers. They're workers. They're not just prisoners, they're workers. Of course you go to not parole. You want to continue to get the money machine rolling.
Guidelines, it would grant parole in about 80% of cases. But instead, that number dropped to just 8% last year.
8%, not even motherfucking 10%. Wow. Wily, oh, wily, wow, wow. So basically, if somebody do what they're supposed to do in prison, do everything you tell them to do. Don't miss no work. Don't miss no days at work. Work hard. Because you're always told for birth, if you work hard, put in the work, you get rewarded. But in 2020, well, now, for a while now, that's a lie. You work at these jobs, even if you're not incarcerated, maybe you are qualified for a higher position. You don't get it. Either somebody above you, not above you, somebody that's less qualified, you gets it. Or, it's just shit like that. Or like this, with this program. Do what you do and denied.
And incarcerated people in the work release program don't fare much better.
I know that there are people at the Department of Corrections, they assess them, and then they say, you are not a threat. So much so, you can leave here and go work. Some people actually go home for 72 hours on a weekend and are told, we trust you to the point where you do whatever you got to do. We'll see.
That's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, you go home for 3 days. Yeah, you go home. You get to go home 3 days. But they do everything right. They did right to get into the program. They do everything right in the program. Then you tell them they denied. That's just some fucked up shit. Damn, this shit sounds just like an average working person. Like, you work 4 or 5 days a week. You get 2 days off if you're lucky at that. A lot of people work overtime. I'm gonna finish. I'm gonna let him finish, and I'm gonna stop it here. I don't want to continue to play this because out of respect of Bro Perfect Union. Yeah.
We'll see you Monday morning, 8 o'clock. That same person goes before the parole board and they say, you know, what you did 20 years ago is so bad we can't let you out. You're a threat, but make sure you're at work tomorrow morning.
A federal lawsuit
Yeah, I'm gonna stop right there. Watch the rest yourself. I seen the whole thing. Pretty good. Whole Perfect Union, they did a great job on this video. Shout out to them. So yeah, again, like, this just sound like a regular working class person. You know, you get these jobs, you told, you know, put in the work, you get rewarded, you get promoted, you get a raise, and you get denied a raise, you don't get the position you want. You know, and they tell these incarcerated people that you're able to go home 3 days a week, you're able to work with regular people, but you know, this, what you're in prison for, yeah, man, we can't trust you because, you know, you, like that man said, you're a threat to public safety. Get the motherfucker out of here, man. I'm telling y'all, man. Sam, first of all, shame on Bumblefuck, Alabama. You know, for profiting out for these people. You know, it's a profit scheme. It's a profit scheme. I want to do any of that money that they take for those incarcerated people goes towards the state, which I doubt. And second of all, fuck McDonald's, fuck Wendy's, fuck Golden Corral, fuck all these other restaurants that participate in this program because, first of all, your food is not all that good to begin with. I'd rather cook at home. And second of all, you want to save money, really, and not hire, should hire them and pay them a fucking thriving wage, the incarcerated people, along with the regular people too. Just fuck everybody in this situation, you know. You know, I said this before one time to myself. I said police are like privates. They go out, they find, you know, targets of black people, you know, minor offenses. It ain't got to be nothing major like murder or something like that. Usually a lot of these people in jail for minor offenses or repeated minor offenses. They get them, put you in the system, put you to work like chattel slavery, and then same here. Working at these jobs is modern slavery. Same thing. It ain't no different from what these incarcerated people going through. A lot of these people work 80 hours a week at their own jobs, still don't have enough to get paid. And God forbid you get your check garnished because you owe back debt or some medical bills or something. So yeah, man, that story right there, man, it's so unfortunate, man. It fucking depresses me. So hey everybody, like the video if you're still watching at this point. I really appreciate it. You know, I want to try to get the peak viewers up. The average view on YouTube is like 7 minutes, which ain't bad. I mean, they watch the beginning and they watch me ramble. And I guess I guess I'll bore them, so they leave. But some of you stay. I appreciate that. If you're on YouTube, Rumble, and Twitch, like the video. Really appreciate it. Pushes us out in the algorithm. You know, the last topic I want to talk about, then I'm gonna cut this off. I like keeping these live streams kind of short. I want to talk about, you know, Ty Pheasant. You know, she decided on Tea Time to invite me on. First of all, because of my birthday. I was born on September 11th, which is crazy. You know, and you know, she talked about 9/11 and how, what you remember, and is it an inside job? And you know, my story is pretty much like this. I was 12 years old. I went to school, regular day, good day. It was a beautiful day too. I remember where I was and everything. My mama, she dropped me off at school because I didn't like taking the bus. The bus thing. I didn't like taking the bus because, you know, I fell asleep on it and my mama freaked the fuck out. So ever since then, she took me to school. She went to work. I I went to school. The towers hit. I lived in the Central Time. The towers started hitting at 8:46 a.m. and it was 7:46. So really, I guess the school must have didn't have the TV on or nothing. And then like at 8:15 our time, the principal, she said everybody go outside the playground area, and we had all of us around, and she had a bullhorn. She's told us that, hey, America's under attack. Some evil people, which were CIA agents, but she didn't know. Hell, I didn't know either. No, none of us know. Hell, we kids, like Jesus. We were under attack, and we gotta stay strong, and stuff like that. We went back to school. School was weird. We didn't get out of school early. It was just a weird day. We were all sad, and we didn't know what was going on. Just different emotions from different kids. We kids, we don't understand. So yeah, my mama, she didn't work that day. She came back home. My grandma called her and said, "Are you looking at CNN?" Mama don't like news and stuff. So she turned to it, and my mama thought it was a movie or something that maybe CNN promoting or whatever. And when she found out it was real, and I think she seen some instances of people. I think she heard some instances of people jumping. My mom said she just was bawling, crying, man. Because those are innocent people. All because of the United States wanting more war. They knew Bin Laden turned on them. He was CIA. He was part of the CIA. Him and those Al-Qaeda, part of Al-Qaeda, turned against them. Turned against the United States. Yeah, George Bush knew it all the time. Like, even when George Bush did that Oval Office speech, and he did that speech at the school the kids was at, George Bush to me just seemed so emotionless, as you could say. Like he's complicit in this, and I believe he is complicit in this. So yeah, that's my story on 9/11. Yeah, very, very sad day for us, man. We didn't understand. Very sad day for those 996 people who lost their lives. Those people were just going to work, trying to live their lives, and due to evil and war, I wouldn't say they weren't sacrifices. They was targets. Man, George Bush, Obama, Trump, Biden, Kamala Harris too, hell, John Bolton, Dick Cheney, all those war hawks, those evil ass motherfucking bitch ass motherfuckers need to be in prison. Now them the motherfuckers need to be in prison, not somebody that have a dime bag of weed on them. Like, just the criminal justice is just so fucked up. So yeah, y'all. If you're in the comment section on YouTube and Rumble, let me know how you remember 9/11. Where were you? Were you a little kid like me, or were you a baby, or were you grown? Very interesting stuff. So yeah, y'all. That's the end of the Good Faith Show. I enjoyed myself. Again, I want to thank Ty Peasant for wishing me a happy birthday, and anybody else too that wished me a happy birthday, and thank her for inviting me on to Chill Time, because it's so honorable to be on there with a person that's just, I look at her like a celebrity, because everybody know who she is. Like, without her, I wouldn't even do this. Like, y'all just don't understand. Like me start this shit on my own without a network behind me, a group of people behind me, or a top person behind me. Like, this wouldn't be nothing. I'd just be talking to the void. I'm just saying, y'all. Like, so, thank you again. So, shameless plugs. Subscribe to my podcast, Real Recognize Real, available on all platforms. Follow the ATP Network on Twitter at ATP Network 247. Trina, If you're on YouTube and Rumble, the link is in the description. Click on it, read the story. And all you got is $1 to give. That's fine. You know, I don't expect y'all to donate y'all your paycheck like that. Don't donate if you know you're not able to. Like, I'm not forcing anybody to donate. You know, I encourage you to donate. I 100% encourage you to retweet a fucking retro request video. Like, you could motherfucking do that. Like, that don't cost you a motherfucking thing. But yeah, like, donating, if you got $1, that's fine. If you don't, just retweet it. That's all I say. I think I've been too hawkish on that, and I think I turned people away. And also too, I need to start following people on Twitter, man. My like, people following me, I ain't following them, and I know they feel some type of way. People calling me a bourgeois. I ain't bourgeois. And also to donate to my best friend / the CEO of the ATP Network, Ty President. It's a cash out right there, list 4285. And also to donate to ATP's publicist K. He's going through hard times as well. That's his cash out right there too. Capital IBARA11. So yeah, y'all. That's the end of the Good Faith Show with Andre. I enjoyed myself. Everybody have a good rest of your day. Stay safe. Keep talking about Palestine and